You're standing at checkout. Two items you didn't plan to buy are suddenly in your hand. One is only $9.99. The other is basically free because it pushes you past the free shipping threshold. You tap your card. No pain, no hesitation. It feels clean, responsible, normal. Then, a week later, you open your banking app and think, how am I broke again? Not because you bought a car, because you bought 100 tiny doesn't-matter decisions. And here's the scary part. Most of your money doesn't disappear from one big mistake. It leaks through a system designed to make spending feel harmless. Today I'm going to show you what that system is, how it hacks your brain, and the 5-question checkout script that stops impulse spending before your finger hits tap. Stay to the end, because the last part turns this into a defense system you can actually use. Let's get honest. You don't wake up thinking, I can't wait to make dumb financial choices today. You try to be responsible. Your budget, you plan, you promise yourself you'll do better. And then real life happens. You're tired, you're stressed, you're busy, and a small purchase shows up offering relief. Here's the twist from Dollars and Cents by Dan Ariely and Jeff Chrysler. You don't see prices the way you think you do. You see stories about prices. Your brain fills in the meaning. This is a deal. This is small. I deserve this. This is basically free. And those stories create what I call the invisible fee. Not a fee your bank charges you, a fee your brain charges you, because it keeps getting tricked. Here's the map. First, you'll see why modern payments make spending feel painless. Then we'll expose the two nastiest tricks, anchors and free. Then we'll hit the part that ruins even smart people, mental accounting. And at the end, you'll get a 5-question script you can run in your head in 10 seconds before you buy anything. Also, if you want more book breakdowns that protect your money and your mind, subscribe. Not because I need it, but because your future self will. Now, pick one money pain zone for this video. Just one. Subscriptions, online shopping, food delivery, lifestyle upgrades, gadgets. Hold it in your head. That's the zone we're going to defend. Chapter 1. The Invisible Fee, Why Spending Doesn't Hurt. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you handed over cash and felt that tiny sting? That sting is important. That sting is feedback. Cash is annoying because it's real. You watch it leave your hand. You feel the loss. But card payments? One-click checkout? Buy now, pay later? They remove the sting. And when you remove the sting, you remove the break. So spending becomes a game of tiny yeses, a coffee, a delivery fee, a little upgrade, a tip, a limited offer, a subscription you'll cancel later. None of it feels like a decision. It feels like background noise. That's the invisible fee. Not just money, but attention, restraint, willpower. Because every painless purchase trains your brain to spend without friction. Quick reality check. Open your banking app later today and look for the category that embarrasses you. Not the big stuff, the little stuff. It won't say, I ruined my month. It'll say small purchases. And you'll see the truth. You didn't lose money, you leaked it. Here's one move you can do today that changes everything. Make one purchase feel like cash again. How? Use a separate card for wants only with a weekly limit. Or withdraw a small amount of cash and spend only that on impulse purchases. Or remove your saved cards from the apps you use at night. Anything that brings back the sting. Because once you feel spending, you start choosing again. Now, even if you fix the pain of paying, there's another trap. A trap that doesn't just change what you buy. It changes what you think something is worth. The first number you see. Chapter 2. Anchors. The first number controls your brain. Let's play a quick game. I'm going to say a number, and you tell me what feels reasonable after it. Ready? Normally $199, today $79. Even if you don't want the thing, your brain just feels something. Relief, victory, urgency. That's anchoring. Your brain uses the first number as a reference point, even when it's meaningless. That's why menus have a ridiculously expensive item at the top. It's not there to be sold. It's there to make everything else feel cheap. It's why subscription plans come in threes: basic, standard, premium. The premium is the anchor. The middle suddenly feels responsible. It's why real estate listings start high. It's why brands are showing was prices you've never seen before. And the most brutal part is, anchors work even when you know they're anchors. Because the anchor doesn't persuade you logically. It shifts what normal feels like. So here's your defense. Before you look at the price, set your own price first. Seriously, do this today. If you're about to buy something, pause and ask, what should this cost if the world were fair? Write it down. Or say it out loud. Then look at the actual price. If the price is higher, you'll feel the manipulation instantly. If the price is lower, you'll know it's actually a deal, not just a story. And now we go to the most unfair weapon in modern selling. One word that turns adults into children: free. Chapter 3: Free, Discounts, and the Fake Deal Dopamine. You go to an online store, your cart total is $42. Then you see it: free shipping on orders over $50. So what do? You add something you don't need. You spend $12 to save $7. And your brain celebrates. It feels like you won. But you didn't win. You got played. Because free is not a price. It's a dopamine button. And discounts do the same thing. A sale doesn't just lower the price. It creates a story. Now is the time. This is rare. You're smart if you act fast. So here's the fastest anti-sale rule you'll ever use. If it's discounted, ask one question: would I buy this at full price? If the answer is no, it's not a deal. It's bait. And here's another thing people don't notice. Sales don't just change what you buy. They change who you become. Because every time you reward impulse with a deal, you train your brain to chase deals as entertainment. You start shopping for emotion, not for value. Now, even if you beat free and you beat discounts, there's a deeper trap. A trap that makes smart people do dumb math. Because you don't treat money like money. You treat money like labels. Pivot, the part that stings. Most people think the solution is to budget harder. More tracking, more discipline, more guilt. But budgets fail for a predictable reason. Your brain is not one person with one wallet. Your brain is multiple people with multiple wallets. And those wallets play different games. So let's expose the one that's probably draining your life right now. Chapter 4: Mental Accounting and Present Bias. Your money has fake labels. You get a tax refund. Do you treat it like normal money? No, it becomes fun money. You get a bonus. That becomes reward money. You have a stressful day. That becomes relief money. This is mental accounting. You put money into imaginary boxes. Then you spend it differently depending on the label. And here's where present bias comes in. Present you wants comfort now. Future, you can deal with it later. That's why subscriptions are so dangerous. A $12 subscription doesn't feel like $144 a year. It feels like nothing. That's why buy now, pay later is addictive. It doesn't feel like spending. It feels like permission. And the invisible fee grows. Because future you keeps getting invoices from present you's moods. Here's a simple move that addresses both mental accounting and present bias. Create a future me tax. Every time you make an impulse purchase, you also transfer a tiny amount into savings. Even $1. Even $5. Why? Because you're training your brain that impulsive spending comes with a cost. You're bringing the future into the present. And now, here's the part where most videos would end with generic advice. Be aware of these biases. Make a budget. Try to be disciplined. Cool. Let's pretend we're done. So that's it. Spending hurts less than it should, so you end up overspending. Anchors manipulate what feels reasonable. Free triggers dopamine. Mental accounting makes you do fake math. Now you know. Just be aware and make better choices. The end. Except no, because awareness doesn't stop at checkout. Knowing doesn't stop tapping. So here's the real fix. Not willpower. Friction. Chapter 5. The real fix. Friction beats willpower. If you want to stop getting played, stop trying to become disciplined. Instead, make spending slightly annoying. Because your brain loves convenience, so you attack convenience. Here's a friction stack. Pick just one today. 1. Remove saved cards from your shopping apps. If you have to type the card number, your brain wakes up. 2. Turn off one-click checkout. Convenience is the enemy of intention. 3. The 24-hour list. Any purchase over a set amount is placed on a waiting list for 1 day. Not forever. 1 day. 4. A separate wants card with a weekly limit. When it's empty, you're done. No debate. 5. 1 subscription cleanup day per month. Same date, every month. Cancel anything you didn't use. This is how builders win. Not by being perfect. By designing the environment so that the best choice is the easiest choice. And now, I promised you something you could use right before you pay. Here it is. Next time you're about to buy something, run this in your head. 1. What's the invisible fee here? Time, stress, clutter, future money, regret. 2. What's the anchor controlling me? What number is shaping what feels reasonable? 3. Would I buy this at full price? If no, it's bait. 4. Am I paying for relief, or am I solving a real problem? Be honest. 5. What will future me say in 30 days? Not future me in theory. Future me when the bill hits. That's your defense system. And here's the line worth replaying. You don't see prices. You see stories your brain tells you about prices. Now make this real. Comment on one thing that traps you the most. Subscriptions, food delivery, sales, gadgets, upgrades. Then pick one friction move and try it for 7 days. Come back and tell us what changed. I'll be reading them. And if you want the next video, because money decisions don't happen in a vacuum, they happen inside competition, persuasion, and strategy, watch this next. Marketing Warfare by Al Ries and Jack Trout. Because once you stop getting played at checkout, the next level is understanding the war behind the marketing that got you there. Subscribe so you don't miss it.